What happened to the Massapequa Sunrise Mall? We have so many memories of this mall living on Long Island. I sure do, and I bet all of you do too. The Sunrise Mall was built in 1973 and was the first double-decker mall on Long Island. Many of us, we love to go to Roosevelt Field Mall. That seems to be the most poppin' mall on Long Island right now. But Sunrise Mall, I got to admit, a little bit underrated. I know a lot of you have memories coming here to the Sunrise Mall. If you're from Massapequa, Nassau, Suffolk, this one was definitely in the upper echelon as far as activities go. There's a lot of malls on Long Island, guys. You got Smith Haven Mall, Broadway Mall, the Source Mall. Who even goes there? The Sunrise Mall, I felt like there was always action going on. I remember coming here in high school, going to the food court, going to the top level and the bottom layer, and they had the pond, and they had all these different types of stores. The Sunrise Mall was really cool, and it definitely was an innovator in terms of having the two layers. They even had an elevator in here, completely unnecessary. But now, this Sunrise Mall is completely abandoned. And what's supposedly supposed to happen is that this is going to become an Amazon distribution center. That's going to be freaking crazy. Massapequa is one of the most tightly condensed towns, I feel like, on Long Island. Houses are literally stacking on top of each other at this point. But we're going to take a tour right now, reminisce, and talk about the Sunrise Mall. This is Grossman World's Sunrise Mall. Let's take a look. Now, I didn't go in this entrance personally. I usually went in the way of the food court. But I just want to show you guys, this is all completely closed off. You can see if you have deliveries right now, they have a number for it. But I think the most interesting thing would be to zoom in right to that directory. Look at that, guys. You can even see on the right what's happened. And this is the way you could walk in. I always felt like this was kind of dead. But it is cool to see the directory. And if you come over here and zoom in on this side, you can even see that abandoned building right there. They've completely gutted this out. I mean, there used to be walls there. I'm pretty sure this was like a nail salon of some sort. They had a lot of cosmetics in the Sunrise Mall. You had nail salons, you had hair, cosmetology, clothes, everything. And now they're just completely gutting this out. I mean, wow, this is so crazy to see. Take a look over here. This is pretty funny to see right here. Welcome to the Sunrise Mall. I feel like everyone who came here broke all of these rules. Congregating, you're not allowed, offensive or disruptive behavior, unsafe activities, photography or videotaping, we're going to ignore that one right now. Failing to be fully clothed. See if we can get some of those store names. You see they had the nail spa, a lot of health and beauty things. And there's the food eateries, guys. You can see they had two Auntie Anne's in here. And did they really have two Haagen-Dazs? You can also see on the side there, Forever 21 Macy's. We're going to see the Macy's in a little bit. Aeropostale, Forever 21, Dave & Buster's, that was a big hit. And then move it like, there, yeah. Here we go. And look at that, guys. H&M, Hollister. You really had all the mall essentials here. Export Fitness, who remembers that? And of course, Raymore and Flanagan's. So freaking crazy. I mean, the amount of work that has to go into renovating this is insane. And I see caution tape all over the place. They constantly have mall security going around here to make sure no one's kind of philandering around, congregating as we saw. But we're going to do our best to kind of show you what's going on here. And as you see behind me, this is the first side of the Sears in the Sunrise Mall. As we turn the corner, you're going to see the sign for this. As you guys know, we looked at the abandoned Sears in Hicksville. But this was pretty cool because this Sears was inside of the mall itself. We're going to take a loop around and we're going to see the sign. But what happened to the Sears in the Sunrise Mall? Who remembers the Dave & Buster's at the Sunrise Mall? They've just put up some signs and they're saying goodbye. Thankfully, there's a lot of Dave & Buster's around. You got Westbury, Islandia, and Brooklyn. But they already put up their signs. They're closed. I remember this to be really popular. It was right by the Raymour and Flanagan's, I'm pretty sure. But now this Dave & Buster's is closed. We're going to walk right next door to the one store that is open, and that's going to be the Dick's Sporting Goods. Let's check it out. Do you guys shop at the Dick's Sporting Goods at the Sunrise Mall? What happened to the Sunrise Mall in Massapequa, guys? Because this is literally the only shop that is open. Everything else is completely abandoned, as you're going to see. But we were once at a mall in Binghamton, and Dick's Sporting Goods was literally like the only store that was open there as well. So Dick's must have a hell of a business model because they're able to stay open. They have a ton of merchandise in here. We're going to try and step in and see if we can see any of the interior of the mall. But this store is going to be here for a little bit, but it may be soon to follow in terms of closing because once they do construction for this whole Amazon warehouse, this is going to be clipped. So you can still come here right now. We're filming this in October of 2025, but who's to say how long it's still going to last? If you need sporting goods, get it while you can. And now here we are, guys, in the back of the Dick's Sporting Goods, and I know what you're thinking when you see these mysterious looking doors here, and I wish I could go through them, but unfortunately we cannot this episode, guys, because this mall is monitored by CCTV, and we do not have permission to explore this just yet. But if anyone knows what's going on or is involved in this project, we would love to get in contact and document this place, because it would really be a shame if we couldn't document it before it transforms into like an Amazon warehouse. But an employee was kind enough to let us get some shots. Take a look at this, guys. Oh my goodness. Who has memories mall walking these things? I zoom in here, you see Haagen-Dazs and the independent sunrise watches, but as I turn here, look at this, guys. Oh my goodness, all the memories I have coming here with my friends in high school and just window shopping and kicking it and sitting by the chairs and just waiting for your friends to come. This mall was endless fun. I really wish I could walk through here right now, but hopefully this gives you a good little last glimpse of it, the best I can do right now, but be sure to share your memories. Who remembers the spinning cube at the Sunrise Mall? This was built in 1972 by Tony Rosenthal and was used as a sign of good luck before shoppers entered the mall. This was built here before the mall was even constructed, which makes no sense to me, but apparently this didn't spin before. And then I don't know how they did it, but apparently they were able to make it spin. You can see now there's rust. This whole cube is decaying. I mean, what happened to this spinning cube? This is crazy, but I need some luck right now. We're going to see if it still spins. Hopefully I get a very lucky shopping day here. Did you guys spin the spinning cube at the Sunrise Mall? Apparently this was used before you would walk into the mall. You would spin the cube and it was used as a sign of good luck. This has really survived for the longest of time, since 1972. And now we're in 2025 and this mall is abandoned, but this cube still stands. It's pretty amazing to me, and I want to shout out Tony Rosenthal because this is a hell of a design, and I mean, wow. And even if you come a little bit closer here, check this out. You can see people have started to like totally vandalize it. R&B, who is this couple? SB, Cuties, Jefferson, I Love Julia, it looks like. And even right here, follow me on IG. And other things. People have really vandalized it. I mean, you could just kind of really get some like detailed, you could see how much this is really decayed. You know, this is a really cool monument for Long Island. You usually see this stuff in New York City. You don't get much stuff like this. I didn't even know this was here. I would usually come in the other side of this mall. I would come in through the food court. But right next to the Dick's Sporting Goods, lo and behold, this hidden gem, the spinning cube of Massapequa, Long Island. This is pretty freaking cool. Now, when they make this the Amazon house, I don't know if they're going to actually get rid of this. I imagine they are, which is pretty sad. Art is just coming and going. I feel like art is getting less and less appreciated over the years. But this is really a testament to something that was kind of funny. I mean, spinning a cube to get lucky before you go into the mall. I mean, get lucky, like find a good deal. I think this is consumerism at its finest. But I think it's a really cool art piece and something that you wouldn't expect in some place like Massapequa, Long Island, of all places. I'm going to give it one more spin so I can leave today with some luck. Who remembers this place, guys? Let's spin it. Let's get lucky. This thing has really seen better days, guys. I'm leaving today lucky and I'm feeling good. And I hope you guys are too. Did you spin this? Let me know. Talk about it in the comments. Let's keep it moving. And right next to the spinning cube in Massapequa, you got the Jubilee Latin Kitchen Bar. I never had the privilege of eating here, but did you guys? This looks pretty good. And if you zoom up over there, you can see this is right next to the Dick's. This whole place is deteriorating, guys. Those birds are really congregating up there. And then we got this Latin Kitchen Bar. I don't know if this was a part of the whole design, but you can see there's a lot of rust from these barn doors over here. You know, this is really cool. I like when restaurants go the extra mile in terms of designing their whole exterior and just aesthetics of their place. You know, you got the whole yellow and this wood thing going on. I mean, cool colors. I never ate here personally, but it looks like fun. I mean, they had a lot of restaurants in this place. And as you see above me, we have the next sign of the Sunrise Mall that still remains. A couple of these are gone right now. You can't see these anymore, but this one is still here. That classic logo. 1973, guys. That's when the Sunrise Mall first came to be. And we're in 2025 now, and this is completely abandoned. I got a lot of memories in here. We're going to walk forward and take a look at this. Press it like right there. You can take a look and see the Auntie Anne's. I find it so funny that they leave all of this just open out. But really nostalgic. I mean, I don't think Auntie Anne's is struggling, but as far as this mall goes, they're done. We're having a great time documenting this. I mean, take a look at this whole overpass here and all the rust that's developed. This is really sad to see. Really nice design, I mean. But how it has fallen. I mean, take a look at this, like this whole pillar here. This is disgusting. Really unfortunate to see. We're going to continue walking now, and you're going to see this whole building is completely done, but I'm excited to see what we're going to see next. Let's keep going. Did you guys go to Export Fitness? I'm pretty sure a subsidiary of LA Fitness. Take a look at what happened to the sign. Pretty crazy how this stuff deteriorates. I mean, there is rust everywhere on these buildings. I don't know how that's going to complicate things when they eventually convert this stuff to different things, but I don't think they're moving on this anytime soon. Take a look at these signs. This Export Fitness, LA Fitness, it says, it's closing on December 19th. So I'm assuming Export Fitness was a kind of a subsidiary of this, but if you put the camera right here, you can see they still have the kiosk right there. That's where you would check in. I'm assuming you go through the doors and you would see all the fitness gear. You have these revolving doors right now. Can't get in. I would sure love to. Maybe one day. But I did not go here personally. I don't know if you guys did. But take a look at that. Very lavish, very nice. I mean, I never took the Sunrise Mall as like an upscale type of thing, but that's definitely a nice addition. But we're going to keep walking here. We're going to see more stores where there's still some remnants. Let's see what's going on. Next up here is the Home Goods in the Sunrise Mall. Take a look behind me. Look at that imprint. Can you still read it? We were trying to figure out, what is this? I'm pretty sure it's Home Goods, but if I'm wrong, please correct me. You can see they're still starting to convert it. The DiMartino Construction Company. They're going to need a lot of work to get this done, guys, but take a little step forward. We're going to see if we can look inside this store. I can already see some stuff that's laid around. I love this little pink overpass here. I think that's pretty cute. Yeah, if you put it right there, that goes really deep. Seems like they have a lot of different pallets and just construction things right here. And as I walk beyond there, you're gonna see, like, you can see all this wood palletry. And I was right. This does say Home Goods. And as we document this, we're taking a look at all these signs. You can see we are closed. Please visit us at the new home in Farmingdale at Airport Plaza. Maybe we'll check out that place next too. But, you know, it's really crazy. You know, I love the closed signs because I think it really just shows a memory of something that once was. Obviously sad. But that's really all we can see on this one. Did you guys shop at Home Goods in Massapequa? This place is abandoned. This is yet another entrance of the Sunrise Mall. This is directly next to the Home Goods. We're going to view in, see if we could take a look. Which way did you enter, guys? Because I didn't really go through these ways, but they really had everything open for the public. I mean, that's crazy. I mean, take a look at that. Yeah, take it right there. You can see it says Wall of Fame. I don't remember what that was exactly. But, I mean, look at those hallways. It's crazy to see it. I mean, they used to have kiosks all over the place, right in the middle, all just random vendors and tchotchkes and things like that. Get a massage. But it's all cleared out now. We saw the Auntie Anne's. That building is still kind of there. But everything else has been dilapidated. And one more thing to note over here. Check this out. Let's walk around it. Is this like a P.F. Chang's? Comment what this building was right here. My guess is a P.F. Chang's. I gotta be honest, I don't remember this all too well. But I'm gonna put it in the chapters what it actually is once I do find out. But take a look behind me, and this is the first glimpse you're gonna see of the abandoned Macy's. Can you see that sign still? I mean, once again, this is probably one of the most abandoned buildings here. And one of the largest buildings here. I'm blown away by the amount of brick. The amount of brickwork that is. I mean, look at how much brick this is. This is not like the Broadway Mall. They don't use brick for that, but this is all laid brick. I mean, oh my God. The amount of work. It's really the sign of times when they have to demolish something like this. I mean, just think about all the material that's going to waste, so to speak. How do we feel about that? And here we go. You can see Macy's advertising. Everything you've come to love and a whole lot more at the Macy's Roosevelt Field. Roosevelt Field is still doing great. But if you put the camera up there, you'll get to see there is a lot of stuff that still remains. This may be a better angle right here. They used to have jewelry and perfumes and everything in this Macy's. I mean, this main floor was, they really had the works out. But not much anymore. We're going to continue to walk around and you're going to see more of this Macy's. But, I mean, just as I pop out right here, look at this brick behind me. I mean, is this like birds? Like, what's up with this wall? I don't even know if I should touch it, but there's like paint all over the place. I mean, this is really interesting. This little underpass here. I mean, look up above how it's like totally covered, but all of this brick, I'm like, I'm blown away. And then right behind me is the enormous parking lot. You can even see behind me, erected is the Sunrise Mall sign. And you can see that when you're driving through the highway, going underneath the bridge. You can see that sign. People still pass through here. I mean, people still go here, but all of these parking lots are completely closed off. So you can't like park here and philander. There's constantly security guards driving through here, not letting you just chill out or hang out or anything. You kind of just have to drive and keep it moving. We're very lucky right now that we can walk around and kind of keep this all documented. But here we are. The abandoned Macy's at the Sunrise Mall. What happened to this mall, guys? Everything is completely abandoned. I want you to see this angle because this brick is absolutely insane. I'm absolutely in love with it. And I want you to look over here because this is another great angle of the sign. But what we're going to do now is I'm going to walk over here and we're going to go down this way and we're going to see what remains of the Sunrise Mall in Massapequa. There's a lot to see. There's the food court. There's the Sears. There's a whole bunch of other stuff. So stay tuned. Let's go take a look. Here's a little eye candy for you guys. This is the load-in dock for the abandoned Macy's. They really have started to see some deterioration here. You know, all the trucks would come here. They would do the load-in things, and they would, you know, bring all your merchandise, all your items. This has really seen better days. I think it's really interesting. You can, I mean, yeah, we'll walk in a little bit closer. You could look up there. There's like, just like moss and greenery. I don't even know. And this trash compactor. I mean, wow. I mean, really huge operation. There's like some random boxes here I'm seeing. I don't know if these were for things. I see some beat boxes and other things, but this is where you would go. If you work at Macy's, would you have to load in here? We're on the other side right now. We're going to go take a look, see if we can see in anything else in the Macy's, and then we're going to check out the food court. Let's go take a look. These gates are pretty interesting too. Was this always here? Was this? This is pretty interesting. I guess this is to block off things, but this is kind of cryptic. And once again, guys, you can see this is the other side of the Macy's. You really can't see a sign on this one. But the brick, I mean, it's a lot of brick in this mall. You know, zoom in right here, you can see all of this like moss and just, you know, discoloration. I mean, what's going on? It looks like they spray painted that. It looks like some sort of caution thing because I'm seeing that extend all the way out here. This like green stuff, but I don't know if they sprayed that. I don't know if this is just like Mother Nature. This place has really seen better days. This garbage can is completely destroyed. You know, that's like completely torn off. You know, people are really disruptive. Like things go abandoned, things go out of business, and they just want to destroy. But I'm going to have you can kind of see right here, a little bit of a glare, a little hard to see, but Just really open. I mean, the square footage on these stores is insane. You can see it says customer pickup right here, but this is about it for the Macy's. Next, we're going to check out the food court entrance and much more to come. Let's go take a look. We're here at the entrance next to the Macy's. And although this wasn't the food court entrance, I think we're going to be able to see some cool stuff in these windows. Seems like they've left this a little bit more open. And they have these, the numerals listed out. So this was the first entrance. This is entrance number 1. And yeah, you're going to really see some cool stuff right here. Really press it on there. Let's keep it on that for a minute. I mean, I love the top with the glass there and just the floor. I think this really speaks to mall culture, guys. Mall culture is dying. I mean, this is where you would go for fun, get some food, go to a store, and it was a vibe. I mean, you just look at that glass letting the natural sunlight in. It makes it really enjoyable for people to just walk around. You know, I wasn't a mall walker per se, but I think just walking the mall was a really fun activity. And like we said before, this was the first double-decker mall on Long Island. So before Roosevelt Field Mall, you had the bottom top and you had the top level. So this was really fun because I remember this was a really long mall. You could just walk all the way down, walk all the way back. What I would do to get in here. But as you saw with that clip before, this is all dead, and we're just getting the exterior right now, sharing some memories. You know, will mall survive? I mean, Roosevelt Field Mall is a great mall. I think that mall is going to stick around for a long time, but Broadway Mall, we see that's being converted to kind of like a Tanger Outlets. Smith Haven Mall is kind of on the come up. And Walt Whitman Mall in Huntington, I mean, that's like a much more upscale mall. But as far as like this casual type mall goes, these are really starting to phase out. I mean, like if you go upstate New York, these are really starting to die. So there's a jumble on Long Island, and I feel like Sunrise was definitely popular. Amazon completely shut this stuff down, and Sunrise Mall is another victim of e-commerce. This is probably the most dilapidated part of the Sunrise Mall. I mean, what happened to this place? This place looks like a dystopian apocalypse. They really just have the boarded up. I don't know if people start to break in here. If you're from Massapequa, if you're from around here, did people try to break into this mall? Because it looks like this got like ransacked. And take a look in there. You can see they had Sbarro Pizza. And this was another one of those side entrances. A lot of side entrances in this mall. I mean, was that the downfall of this mall? Just too many entrances? So much egress and regress. I mean, I really want you to look at this, like the boards on all this, because this is really something else. We saw something similar to this at the abandoned Sears in Hicksville, actually. They had all of the windows boarded up. So I don't know if they do this to when they're preparing to like replace it. I doubt that. I think it's people throwing like a rock or a brick at this thing, trying to get in. And then, you know, they're not going to replace a whole window. Windows are expensive. I mean, windows are thousands of dollars. So it's easier to just put some plywood up and kind of board it up and let people out. But yeah, this really doesn't look good. But I mean, what do you expect? You can really tell how this is just kind of tacked on. Different types of wood here. And I'm going to give you another look inside. Take a look right over there. Keep it on there for a second. I think I came in here a couple times. Again, it was really fun to walk this mall, walk along the perimeter, and you would just see these multiple entrances, and you had like these random things, like you saw right there, the Sbarro Pizza. So random. So I don't know if that led to the downfall of this mall, but this design was definitely interesting. I feel like with Broadway Mall, it's very like linear in terms of like go down, you go to the right, you know, go up to the food court. It was very easy to understand. There was a lot of nooks and crannies, and there was like escalators in the backs of like certain hallways and bathrooms. Like it was a little confusing if I'm going to be honest. But if you look behind me, And you're just seeing more of that amazing brickwork. And take a look over here. This used to be the nail spa. They really have seen better days on this one. Take a look right there. It looks like it's like an abandoned AC unit. I mean, why did they leave it like this? I mean, you know, they have the number, the phone number, and their new location. I mean, let's like tidy it up a little bit, right? I don't know. But I believe this to be the JCPenney. Correct me if I'm wrong. I really am just enamored by this whole architecture. I mean, they really did a hell of a job. But this is all completely abandoned. Next up is the food court. What happened, guys? I mean, let's just take one more look at this. Look at that rust up there. I mean, what happened to the Sunrise Mall? This is sad. I mean, this used to be the spot. Now it's a flop. I mean, like what's going on here? There's like drips here, and there's like bird feathers, like just dead birds. Birds of a feather. Is that what the song's called? I don't know, man. This is really weird. I mean, like, take a look at look at all that. Look at all this bird. Are birds hanging out here? You know, you can just see all the rust here. And not to mention these boarded up. You know, some kids passed and they told us people actually kick these in and go in and the alarms go off and they get kicked out. So this is like, you know, a tough spot to be in. You know, I wouldn't want to be the developer who's having to keep track of this thing because it's such a huge building. How do you keep a grasp on all of this stuff? So much square footage. I can't even comprehend, but you know, this was a popular entrance. Obviously, people are trying to get in. It's not looking too good for the Sunrise Mall, guys. Not looking good. And now, last but not least, probably the most infamous entrance of the Sunrise Mall, we have the food court entrance. I came in here all the time. Oh my goodness, the memories I have here. I'm not going to talk about the memories, but I just want to really just reminisce and take this all in. I don't know if you guys agree this was the most popular entrance, but I felt like it was because I feel like just generally speaking, you walked into here and you went in the food court, but I always felt like the Sunrise Mall food court was always dead. I'd always walk in and they would have like dozens and dozens of chairs and tables, but no one would ever be sitting at them. So much room for chairs, and I mean the amount of different. I remember completely across from there, you had the discount shoe store, but across the sides of these, you had the Asian cuisine, you had Subway, you had pizza, everything. But I feel like when I would come here, I remember, you know, I was a little, I think, late to the party on this. I mean, this mall opened up in 1973. But I only started coming here in probably 2019, 2018. So I really saw the end of this mall. Maybe the decline of this mall were my memories from this mall. But I remember half of the food, you know, vendors would be closed. Like when I was coming here, there was like almost no food options available. There would be like 3 to 4 different places. And there would be so many tables and chairs in the middle, like I said, and no one would be sitting at them. You know, I watched some great videos on like mall culture and how in the 90s this was really like such great entertainment, like Sbarro Pizza. Who remembers Sbarro Pizza? We saw that earlier. That was affordable food when you would come to the mall. You would sit down, you would come with your friends, you know, as teenagers, and you would get some cheap food and just, you know, window shop. But I think as this e-commerce is slowly kind of ingrained in our culture, you know, as more and more people use iPhones, Amazon, all of these different things, TikTok shop, there's no need to go and shop for things that are, frankly, way more expensive than ordering them online. It doesn't matter what it is, shoes, clothes, food. You know, you could go, I don't know about food, but I felt like everything was just overpriced and there was gouging in the mall and it wasn't as affordable as it used to be. I'll try and pull up some photos and images of what this place used to look like back in its heyday. Because I'm imagining the comment section is going to be, I came here in the 80s, I came here in the 90s, even the 70s. Comment if you came here in the 70s and this was your spot. But I came here in the 2010s, and I gotta say, it wasn't the most pretty sight. But I did have some great memories coming to the Sunrise Mall. And I want to hear what you guys thought too. Because I know this was a fan favorite mall for anyone who lives in the Massapequa area or just people in Long Island. We're going to keep the cameras rolling because I have one more place to show you. And a lot of you are going to know, I'm very glad that the sign is still up for this. Who remembers the Sears at the Massapequa Sunrise Mall? We're lucky enough to still see the sign on this. There's not many signs left in this mall. We saw the Macy's gone, but this Sears, we still have the sign. That is really cool. You know, take a look at this exterior over here. I mean, this is really a scene out of a movie. They've really let this place go. I mean, you can see the Transformers in the back there. This is a great shot right here. All of this rust right here, and you can see even the vines and everything that's growing on the side of the wall. I mean, really serene when you look at it. I kind of like this a lot. But of course, so many of you guys remember the Sears here. And I want to take a look at the interior because there's a couple things to see. What I would do to get the S of the Sears, they just got that sitting, chilling. Maybe one day we can make that a reality and I can put that in my shrine of abandoned places. I don't have too much stuff right now, but maybe as we get to explore more, we'll get to hang on to some more relics. But see if you can zoom in on that Sears there. Really dark, you can't see much. I think over here you'll get a little better shot. I like the different colored walls there. You can see this blue and red and all these different things. Again, I'll throw in a B-roll if I can find of what the interior of this was like. But this Sears is abandoned. We're documenting this in October of 2025. This is the Sunrise Mall in Massapequa, built in 1973, and for decades has been the main staple for shopping, entertainment, food, you name it. Sears is just a classic example of something that's been gone with the times. Sears is one of the most popular department stores that you can possibly have. But as things go with time, we're not seeing Sears really much anywhere. I'm really glad this sign is still here and we're documenting this because in a few years, in a few months maybe even, you're not going to see this stuff anymore. So we're capturing a piece of history. Did you go to the Sunrise Mall? Please share your memories. I'm very excited to hear. But until next time, thank you for tuning in to this episode of Grossman World. Share your memories down below and let me know where I should go next on Long Island. I've been loving the discourse and I'm loving the support and conversation you guys have been giving. I really do appreciate it. Really excited to see where we're going to go next. Thank you for tuning in to Grossman World. See you next time.